Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode on the Hyperminers server. How you guys doing today? You know, I'm doing really good. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I'm having a really great day. We are back playing some more Minecraft on the Hyperminers server. I know, we've had so many episodes of this lately. I've just been playing so much. I've been kind of just chilling out, just doing things on the Hyperminers server. I'm enjoying playing Revelations. Or maybe it's because of IC2. I have no idea, but we're back playing some more Revelations today. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing fantastic. It is turning nighttime, which, I mean, isn't that terrible because of our awesome Mega Torch. I love this thing so much. But yeah, today I want to start working towards consolidating. So if you guys don't know or have not been paying attention, we have a storage problem. I have a very bad habit of just taking all of my inventory and shoving it into chests. I don't organize anymore, and I know it's terrible. But today, I want to start working on getting all this consolidated. I want to start working on Applied Energistics too. So if we look into Applied Energistics, I know we don't have refined storage, which is sad, Panda, because I preferred refined storage after we did it in Direwolf20. But as we look into Applied Energistics 2, there is a lot of rabbit holes that we're going to have to jump into doing. And I'm going to try to do as many stuff on screen as possible, but I don't want to get you guys bored and end up doing all the crafting stuff. So to get into what we're going to be doing, we're going to need a couple different things. Number one, we're going to need some power, which I have done off screen. So off screen, I went ahead and I built myself, I forgot to breathe. Have you ever been talking so much you forget to breathe? I am a weird person. So I went ahead and built myself 4 Ferni. And the reason why I built these 4 Ferni is because I needed it to power my energetic infuser. The reason I needed the energetic infuser is because I went ahead and made myself a magnet. And let me go ahead and charge this guy up a little bit because it takes forever to charge. So I made myself a magnet because I was getting tired of walking over all of my items to try to pick them up. Magnets are amazing. So I made these guys to make the magnet. Now I'm going to be using these guys at the beginning to power up our actual Emmy system, which is going to be very, very not smart because these guys don't produce very much power, but I do have unlimited charcoal, even though these guys aren't growing. Maybe it's because of the snow, which that would make kind of sense. Can I put these guys here so the snow doesn't, I don't know. This is kind of defeating the purpose of the Magnum Torch. But we're gonna do this anyways, because I think the snow is keeping them from growing. Very possible. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing is the first thing we need to do is we need to start working on getting certain items built. So to make the Applied Energistics system, we need a couple different things ahead of time. Number one, the big thing that we don't have is we don't have presses. How do you guys make presses? Can we actually do that? I don't think you can. So in order to make these presses, we have to find them, which I know Army's on, so I might ask him for them if he has any copies, because I'm pretty sure most of the meteors around here have been ransacked, because I've actually flown around quite a bit and found a few meteors here and there. Like there's one there, there's one there, there's one over here, and all of the ones that I've seen so far, and of course our future base is over here. And the reason why we're doing all this, by the way, is because I want to consolidate my storage so that way we can move over to our future base area. That way we can claim it and no one else I don't have to worry about anybody else taking it. So I want to go ahead and do that as soon as possible. But what we need to do first, of course, is consolidate all our stuff so it makes it a lot easier to move. Now, in order to do that, I need those presses. And the only way you can get these presses is via the meteors. So I'm going to go see if I can find me some presses, because this is going to be the first thing that we're going to need to do. So after that, we're going to go ahead and need to make a couple different things according to get the Applied Energistics stuff to work. We're going to need power, of course. We're going to need an energy acceptor, because apparently RF doesn't just work natively with Applied Energistics. And no, I don't believe IC2 EU works. I don't think it does. I don't know. Can I make an energy acceptor just to try it? I need flex and I need charged quartz. I don't know if it does or not. I don't think it does. I just feel like it won't, because no one likes applied. No one likes EU anymore. So I'll make an energy acceptor real quick just to see if it'll hook up. If it will, that'd be great. And then we don't have to worry about this over here, but we'll still have to get the presses and stuff like that. So we're going to need the energy acceptor. We're going to need some terminals. We're going to need, I do believe, a drive case, some drives. Those are going to be the hardest parts because we have to actually make the sojourners. We'll have to make these guys, and no, these are called the inscribers now. Okay, so we're going to have to make the inscribers and a whole bunch of other stuff that we'll kind of get into as we actually dive into this mod. Well, you guys just missed a lot of fun. So I have just gotten done with a little base tour of Armitage's base. And I know a lot of you are probably going to hate me when I say this, but I forgot to record it. I should have recorded all of it. I could have turned it into an episode, but we went through all of Armitage's base because originally I came over here for one thing. I came over here for the printing presses for our, of course, for our applied energistics stuff, and he took me on a tour of his entire base, and I feel bad because I didn't record any of it, but his base is awesome. Look at this place. This is all of his astro sorcery stuff. He also took me on a little tour of his compact machine stuff. Like he's got like compact machines. So I'll step in there for just a second, kind of show it off. But he took me on a little tour of his compact machine stuff, all of his ore automation and stuff like that for plants and stuff. I hate myself. Why didn't I record it? I know he would have loved to have done that, but yeah, he has an entire little thing set towards, I know I say little. Well, this world is kind of little. If you guys have never messed with compact machines, it's a world inside of a block. You have that little block I clicked on to get here, and inside that block is this world. Well, you kind of send you to a different dimension. It's kind of the idea of having an entire area inside of one block, but inside of this block, he has all of his applied energistics stuff, and he has a bunch of other stuff over here as well with all of his different things. It's such a cool base idea. It really is, and he showed me through his Emmy system. He has like thousands of stuff, like he has like 14 million millibuckets of fluid XP. I could steal all of his experience. I'm not going to, but yeah, he has all the experience. This stuff is so cool. Now I really wish I'd brought you guys along, and of course all his storage doors and stuff like that. But anyways, you guys can yell at me in the comment section. That's what it's there for. So I got my presses. Super great. Thank you to Armitage. I would have his link in the down there, which I think it might be, but he hasn't been recording any of it. So super sad panda for him. He seems like a really cool guy. He was one of the legacy members on Hypermine whenever they first was doing. Oh, come on. You know you want to. Server, please wake up, please. Takes a second. It takes a second for this thing to glitch. The server, whenever you change dimensions, the server freaks out. Okay, there we go. We good? Everything's good now? Okay. But he was a legacy member back whenever the server only was doing vanilla and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you Armitage for the printing presses. Now we can use these to go and make a whole bunch of stuff for applied energistics. All right, so I've got an energy acceptor now. Now comes the moment of truth. Am I going to have to work off RF, or am I gonna get lucky enough and have this work with EU? That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. It's connecting, but is it drawing power? I won't know until I start to use this, but that is a very, very good sign. So I need to get something connected to this to try to figure out if it's actually working. So what I'm gonna do now is I wanna go ahead and grab me some Sojourners, which are going to take some more Fluix Crystal, which by the way, if you guys did not know how to make Fluix Crystal, it's used for Charged Earth Quartz along with some Redstone and Nether Quartz. Pretty simple. And then of course all of that gets thrown into water and it squirts out this stuff. Very simple. So now, can I make the Sojourner? I've got iron flukes. I should be able to go ahead and do that, and we'll be able to test and see if this actually is going to work or not. I really hope it does. Boom. No. Why do I keep saying Sojourner? I guess that's the RF Tools version. The Inscriber. So let's go ahead and stick this onto here. Bam. Now, are you gaining power? You are not gaining power. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it this way then. I'm gonna set that there, and then I'm going to grab myself a cable really quickly. How do I make said cable? So I need to make these guys. So I gotta use this quartz fiber. Let's go ahead and make ourselves some more Sturz quartz dust. I need to get some speed upgrades for these guys really quickly because this is too slow. Alright, that means I need to get a canning machine, and then I do believe I need to get some some coolant. I don't know how to make that yet. I think that takes lapis and some water, I think. I don't know. Boom, 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 bam. Got myself some cable. Okay, so let's go ahead and hook this up. We'll go just like so. And now, are you gaining power? It doesn't say that it is, but we won't know until we try. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Wait, which one was it? I need to do it. Let's go ahead and grab a piece of gold really quickly, and we'll do, actually silicone. Silicone will work. And then we'll grab that back out and then throw that in there. You are! Yes, it's working. Okay, cool. Sweet. So now I can run off my AE2 stuff through IC2 EU power. Sweet. That's gonna save me a whole lot of headache. Okay, cool. So now what I gotta do is I gotta go through this whole process. This process is not going to be very simple. It's going to take forever to do, and I'm not going to do any of it on screen because it's completely boring. All right, completely boring process has now been out of the way. You guys did not miss anything. So what I have done so far is I've got a bunch of different crafting recipes ready to make the items that we're going to be needing to get our basic AE2 going, and then we'll kind of show that off once we start making that stuff. But before I show that, I want to go ahead and show off what I've done over here. So what I have built is I've made myself 3 sojourners. I've made myself 2 different quartz chargers. They're just called chargers, but they charge quartz. And I've made myself this little arrangement here. So first and foremost, we've got our sojourners. These guys, of course, are made to make the printers, like the prints. And they're made to make these guys, our logic presses, our logic processors, along with our engineering processors and our calculation processors. Each one of those processors are made to, well, they're made so that you can end up making more things, like your basic storage drives, which are up here. These guys are going to be what's holding your items, and I've got those inside the crafting grid over there. And then those, of course, are made inside of these inscribers, not sojourners. I keep calling them sojourners, but that's what those are made for. And then I've got this right here. This guy is called a crystal growth accelerator ×4, and it's been hooked up to my power. And the reason why I have this is because it's used to grow crystals. So one of the recipes that we ended up diving into was something called a printed calculation circuit. Now I have a couple of those over here. They end up turning into this guy right here, our calculation processor. This guy, of course, is made with one of those, redstone, and our silicon thing that we've already, that I think I've already showed you guys, which is just like silicone in this guy. But the reason why we need those is because they're the upgraded version to go to the 4K versions. Now, I am originally, well, I'm going to start out with 4K, and then I usually jump to 16K, and I usually just stay at 16K because that usually gives me enough kind of storage that I need for long term. Maybe in the future we'll jump to 64. But each one of these steps has a little bit more storage than the one before it. Like we have 1K, 4K, 16K, and then 64K. 64 being the highest for at least this mod. I know that they used to have like a tangent mod that used to go like 256 and then 512 and then 124K. I don't know if we have that mod or not, and I don't feel like looking. So I'm just going to start out with a 4K, which requires the 4K requires 3 1Ks, and then of course that calculation press, which I have there. But of course I have this here, and the reason why I built this chamber was because the printer, the actual calculation printer, requires pure Certus quartz. The way you guys need to make this is a little bit more difficult. So what you need to do is you need to get yourself a Certus quartz seed, which is made with Certus quartz dust and sand, which makes you 2 of them. And now what you're supposed to do with that is you're supposed to drop it in water and wait forever, which I'm not waiting forever. So I made myself some crystal growth accelerators. These guys speed up the process of how fast that crystal grows. Of course, it usually, if you just drop it in water, it usually takes a long time, and I have not waited for it. I don't even know the amount of time it takes, but it takes forever. So I'm not even waiting for that, but with the crystal growth accelerators, it only takes a couple of minutes, so that's so much quicker. So now I have got basic stuff online. I've got myself my energy acceptor. Of course, this guy's going to be accepting my powers, training that stuff. Now I'm going to go ahead and make myself a drive, an Emmy drive. This guy is going to be holding our drives. I'm going to go ahead and make our drive. So let's make 9 of these bad boys, and let's go ahead and turn these guys straight into the 4Ks. Boom. And we'll keep those in there. And the last thing that I need to go ahead and make is, I should have enough of this. I didn't do the calculations completely, but we'll go ahead and make, bam. I needed, dang it, I need 1 more piece. Do I have any more Certus dust in here? I need like 1 more Certus dust. Let's go ahead and do this, because if it's not perfect, it's gonna bother me. Come on, go faster. Okay, while it's doing that, let's go ahead and make ourselves my 2 4K storage drives. Oh, we're getting there, baby. We're getting there. Okay, so let's go ahead. I need to figure out exactly where I'm going to be putting these guys. I don't need you anymore, so let's go ahead and grab this. This is gonna be my energy acceptor, and let's go ahead and put it. There's my storage power feeding into my stuff over here. So let's just put it here for right now. We'll just put it there for right now. That should be good. Okay, and now let's go ahead and stick a wire shear, and we'll go ahead and hook this up. I'm gonna change this around later because this is gonna bug me. But I'm gonna put that there, and I'm gonna stick my my drives into here. I'm going to grab myself. Why did I run out of power? You have failed me for some reason. You're very confusing. You should have power. Wait, is my power? My power went away. How did I drain through? Oh, I've drained through 80 million EU overnight. It's been about a day since that last recording. I didn't realize I had gone through all that power. Hold on, let me grab. I wonder what was drawing it. Oh, I bet you it was those crystal growth accelerators. Oh, those stupid things always draw power. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. Just get this thing jump started real quick. Give me my thing, please. Where's my ples? Where'd it go? I thought I threw it in there. Is it gone? It's just not there anymore? That's fine. I didn't want it anyways. Okay, so did it go in here? I'm very sad. Why did it do that? I bet you it just went down the train and then went into this guy and auto smelted into silicone, if I had to guess. All right, give me my piece of Certus quartz dust, please. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and then make ourselves another recipe of this. And then of course we can make ourselves our next 4K storage drive. What do I need now? I need redstone. Give me redstone, please. Give me redstone. And boom. This is perfect. What I wanted on screen. Definitely. There we go. Okay, I've got my third 4K storage disk. Okay, so now we've got ourselves our drive bank, our drives, and our little connection to our power source. So next thing that we're gonna have to do is I need to go ahead and get myself a terminal going. A terminal is gonna be used to access our system. So the first thing I need to make is Illumination Panel, which I think it should be down here. This is my Emmy Terminal. I have to make Illumination Panel, which requires more of this stuff. Okay, you guys get the gist of it. I forgot to put this in the crafting grid, so I gotta go ahead and make myself a terminal. Boom, Emmy Terminal, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and make myself the Emmy Crafting Terminal. It just requires an extra crafting table and a calculation processor, so let's go ahead and do that as well. The only difference between the Emmy Terminal and the Emmy Crafting Terminal is the Emmy Crafting Terminal allows you to craft things in your Emmy Terminal, so I think that's a little bit better. So let's go ahead and grab that as well. And I think I'm just going to keep it like that. Yeah, I don't really need both of them. So let's go ahead and stick this right there. Oh, finally. Okay, so now that all of these things are done, this is the basics of Emmy, of Applied Energistics. All you need to make it work is yourself. You're gonna need an energy acceptor so that you can move whatever power source you're into. You're gonna need to make it into AE power. I don't know exactly what it is. But you're also gonna need yourself a cable. You're gonna need yourself an EV drive along with drives inside of it, and you're gonna need a terminal. Now, all I gotta do, bam! Oh Lord, that's my favorite part. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Oh, watch it, watch this. Oh God, watch it, watch. Oh, oh, I love it. I love it so much. Now I can take all of these chests, empty them all out in my inventory, and just squirt it all into my Emmy system, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Oh, it's so great. This is my favorite part of modded. This is just makes life so much easier. Like if I ever need something, like, hey, look, I need sand. Let me just grab sand. I don't need to go through like 5 chests. Okay, let's see. Where's my sand at? Where's my sand? Where's my sand? I don't have to do that anymore. Just click a terminal, grab my sand, and we're good to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer all of my stuff inside this my terminal over here, and I'll see you guys in a second. And I am done. All of our stuff is now inside of our AE system. All of it is in there. That's all we had. It's really not that much. We didn't have too many items, but it made it so much harder to find all the stuff just because it was scattered about in all of these different chests because I was getting tired of organizing it all. So yeah, we finally got ourselves our Applied Energistics system online, which is super, super great. But that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you guys had fun today because I had a ton of fun today. So don't forget, guys, if you hated this video, you guys know where to put it, but if you did enjoy, do not forget to hit the like button, guys. Like I was to say, you guys have been joining us main support on all of our series so far. I want to say thank you guys for all your main support, guys. I think next episode we are actually going to start moving. I'm going to take all of this stuff here, everything that's important. I'm probably going to leave it behind this, and I might cover it up so no one can find it. But I might leave this here so that way we don't need it. Really, grid power works no matter where we are, so as long as this is chunk loaded, I think we should be good. I'm going to leave that there. Let's see. I'm going to take everything except for these, probably. I don't really need these anymore. I might cut them down so that way they're not just so kind of, I can let the land reclaim itself a little bit, but I think everything, like I don't really need most of it. But I'll take it all just to keep it, so that way I have it whenever I get over there. When I do get over there, I think my first plan, nope, over there. Whenever I do get over there, I think my first plan is to make a starter base, like a little starter house, and then I'll go ahead and start working on our big grand castle. I don't know if that's gonna start next episode, because I do need to start getting resources for that, like I'm gonna need a lot of ice. I'm gonna use a lot of stone brick for it as well, so I'm gonna need to get a lot of stone. But I do want to get I want to get myself kind of set up over there before I start building. I need to get my ideas going. I am getting some really great ideas in my head. Like, part of me really wants to not only turn this into my base, but I kind of want to turn it into a community project too. I think that'd be a very interesting idea. Like, something that came to mind was I would have like the main castle, and like, you know, and like if you've ever watched like medieval stuff, or like you've played games like that, you know, like there's a main castle. And then in the walls of that surrounds the town, in that there's usually a town of like nobles that live close to the castle, because usually they work inside the castle. And there would be like a town right in front of the castle. I thought that would be really interesting to turn that into like a community project. And if anybody on the server wanted to build like a house over there and like claim it, that would be really, really cool. But if any of you guys have any ideas for that, or if there is a Hyperminer that's watching and has likes that idea, let me know in the comment section. So anyhoozle, I'm done for today. Yep. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video.